Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing some walkthrough solves of some 3x3 solves. So people have been asking for these for a while. It's actually been a pretty long time since I've done them. And I decided to do the format where I just recorded an average of 5 and then I'm just going to break down what I did in the solves, because usually when I try to like sit down and record a video like this, I end up doing a lot of stuff in a solution that I wouldn't do in like an actual solve. So yeah, so here's the first solve now. This was a 509 average, and yeah, I'm excited to reconstruct this. Okay, so on this first solve here, I went for a green XCross. So you can see the edges here, here, and here, and then you also see this corner, which is attached, and then this is the edge that goes with that corner. So the way that I decided to do the XCross was to do U2L, and that kind of sets things kind of in the right place, and you can finish it off by doing F R prime F2. So that solves everything except for this edge, and this edge can just be inserted like this. But what I also noticed in inspection was this pair would be here. So instead of inserting it like that, you can do a U prime and then insert this edge, and then it makes this a free pair. So like that. So that is the XCross solution. So next I just rotated to solve this pair. Pretty simple, so just an insert like that. And I actually canceled into solving this pair from that insert. So pretty simple, just take out that edge in the corner and then another 3 mover. And then this is the last pair. So there's 2 ways you can usually do this, is just doing RU R prime to pair it up like that, or RU prime R prime. In this case, it doesn't really matter. I think I usually prefer to do RU prime R prime for the split pair. I'm not really sure why, but that's just what I usually do, I guess. So I did that, then rotated back and solved the split pair like that. This leaves you with this really nice OLO, which is just fat soon, like that. And then this is a GC perm, and I did the RUD alg and I executed it pretty badly, but this is the alg, like that. Okay, so on this solve, I went for the red XCross. So the way that I ended up doing this was, so you can see that these 2 edges are here. Here's the other 2 edges, and then this corner is already paired up. So it's another pretty lucky scramble, just like the last one. But the way I did this was pretty nice, where it led to giving me a free pair after the XCross as well. So the way I set this up was I did an F to get this into position, and then a D, U, R prime F. So that solves everything except for this edge. And the way that I noticed this in inspection, that when I insert this with a U prime and then insert, it'll also set up this free pair like that. So I just did a D, and then I went right into that. This was pretty bad. What I ended up doing, so I should have just set up that pair like that with L moves, but I kind of just swung around and did a Y2 for some reason. So I guess I hadn't really, for some reason I couldn't really see anything. And then U prime or UR prime to make that a 3 move insert, and then U, and then insert. And here is the last pair. This is a pretty normal case. It's just RU2 R prime, and then it's a 3 move insert. This is OLO. This is wide double soon. Yeah, so like that. And then this is just a G perm, where I did the RUD again, which this one's a bit nicer than the last one though. So like that. All right, here's the next solve. Okay, so I went for blue cross on this, and although there is this corner and edge pair with the blue edge, I ended up not going for an XCross, but I did make this into a free pair. So the way that I did this was, here are the blue edge pieces, and so I set up this first one, the D prime R, that also kind of sets up the yellow one. And as you can notice, when I do D prime R, that makes this in position to be a three move pair. And then you can just solve the rest of these pieces just with D and F moves. So it's kind of just a spam of just D, F, D, F, D, and that solves the whole cross. And then these aren't gonna change. So I went for this next, just RUR prime. Next was this pair, so L prime U2 L, then insert. Next was this three move pair, free pair. So I rotated U2, insert, and then this is the last pair, so I rotated again to put this slot in the front right, and then U2, break up the pair with RU prime R prime, and then U, insert. This is pretty bad OLO, but I execute it pretty nice in the solve. So it's just U2, wide R prime. So so the OLO alg is just M soon and then U M prime. But the way that I execute it is wide R prime, R2, and then go into soon and then U M prime. And then I just set a J prime. So like that. Here's the next solve. Okay, so this solve was not very good. I went for an XCross on this on white, and this is another lucky case with the corner and edge pair. So the way that I ended up doing this was DF prime L2 to solve the first three pieces. And you would think there's a very logical way to solve this XCross, but for some reason I did a very bad solution for this. So instead of doing D prime R2 UR to solve that, I did D prime R prime and then a U prime to insert this. And for some reason, I thought there was going to be a free pair when I did that. I'm not really sure why, but that led me to do this right after. So I did a D to finish the cross, and I immediately rotated and then just inserted right here. So I guess I might have thought that this corner was going to be here for some reason, that it would have been just an insert. I don't really know why. But immediately after I did that, I noticed that I made a mistake. So then I just saw, okay, well, I just inserted this edge, so I might as well just keyhole the corner in. So I did U prime D, insert the corner, and then D prime. And then, as you can see, that this free pair was here before I did that. So I can just undo the moves that I did for the keyhole to just make that pair. So then there's that. And that makes another free pair. And I should have sledged this in, but for some reason I didn't. I think I was kind of just like panicking because I screwed up the beginning. So I just was trying to finish F12 as fast as I could. So I just inserted that right there. Here's OLO, so it's F double inverse XC F prime, and then V prime, which I switched to the RUD alg a while ago. And yeah, it's pretty good. All right, here's the last solve. All right, so this was a pretty interesting solution. So this was an XCross technically on yellow, but it's more of just free pop. So you can see that the edge pieces are here, 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 and here. So you can do the first three by doing DFR2. That puts these three into place. But what I noticed was that it also makes this pair a 3-move insert. And it would be kind of, I couldn't really think of a nice way to preserve this 3-move pair when inserting this edge. So I decided to just solve this 3-move pair. So I did a D to make all these in the right spot, then U prime insert. And then I just rotated over to insert this edge. So like that. And I noticed that this pair would be here. So I just went right into that. So RU prime, R prime to make that a 3-move insert. And then insert with a rotation. And then here I did pseudo slotting, very cool, but I kind of did it on accident because I was just intending to solve this pair with keyhole. And then you can see I screwed up because of it. So I just did that, and then I did Z, and then I immediately rotated because I was planning to solve this pair next, whatever is going to be. Yeah, this slot was going to be here for the next pair, but I accidentally solved it. So I did a rotation for no reason, and then I also did like a U prime U before OLL for some reason. I don't really know why. But then this is just wide left soon, like that, and then U prime C prime, like that. So, yep, that's the average. Thanks for watching. Bye.